Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess these are this much money, but are they really the like 19.5 firm? Have I seen this before? Recent service issues. Check engine light. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. Is this a turbo? Yeah, it is at least a turbo. Is this a right-hand drive or a left-hand drive or what? Why do you not have a single picture of the inside? It is whatever the drive hand side is that it's not America, it's that one. And this is, yeah, I like these. I have driven the turbo of this gen MR2. That's a legitimately fun car. That's one of the funnest like early turbo cars I've ever driven. But look at this. Holy shit, that's cheap. That's extremely low miles and it's got a 360. But where was I going with that? But yeah, that guy's like, oh, 19.5, firm. It's like, okay, well, man, you're going to be firm for so long, you're going to have to call your doctor. Oh, man. Yeah, good luck selling that one. So, like, you're saying, man, you're saying a lot of things here versus a GM. It was like a GM vehicle from that time frame. That's really their Achilles heel. GM sedans and shit from that time frame is they pop a new coolant leak like every 2 months. And it's like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? Like, I can't keep doing this. This can't be my fucking life's work. I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's not bad. But I'm curious now about the sticker that you got. It's cheap. I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, how many questions do you want to ask? You know? That lady right there, she's doing what that odometer was doing. 2450, it's an Emery car. That makes the trust level go up. Washington University of St. Louis. This is about the most educated person I've ever seen driving a fucking Ford Escape. I don't know if my opinion of Ford Escape just went up or my opinion of Emory University just went down. Here, they got your 5-figure Dodge Dakota with 85,000 original miles. Look at that interior. That's got to give some credit where it's due now. Look at that. Look at that. I would eat off any surface in the interior of this Dodge Dakota. And I don't even know why. I don't even know. That is incredible. That is incredibly preserved. That is incredibly preserved. Wow. I have to say, you got to take a look at that. You got to let your eyes soak all this in because you're not going to see this again. You are not going to see that again. That is like a time machine. That looks nice. That looks nice. I don't think I've ever even in my life looked inside of a Dodge Dakota and said that looks nice. And I'm saying it. We can meet at the Lawrenceville Police Headquarters. I think they'd be busy. You've got single cab long bed, which I like. I mean, I think that, oh, it's a 454. This is a Survivor. No, that's not a Survivor. That's not a Survivor. That's not a Survivor. That's more like a fucking scarred up abuse victim. A Survivor is when Survivor is when every molecule of paint is original on the vehicle and like every single thing except for maybe the tires is original, and it looks like if I literally held the brochure from 1986 up next to the car, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. That's a Survivor. When it was never fucked with, when it was never opened up, when it was never touched, when it was never like so everything that this is, just the opposite of that, that's what I would consider to be a Survivor. Like, you can't just dig somebody's corpse out of a fucking gravesite and be like, yep, he's a Survivor. Like, no, like, he's still physically there, yeah, but like, that's it. That's the physical, you're completely bastardizing. It's not, no. Steering is light and then lightens at high speeds for maneuvering accuracy. No, that's not actually how that's supposed to do that. That's not when they started putting in multi-variable weighted steering or whatever it's called, it does the opposite of that. It gets heavier at high speeds. It does not lighten at high speeds. That would be fucking frightening. Oh man, the 1990 Caprice, this guy's come down like $1,500 since he posted it like for the first time like a month or two ago. So by my schedule, by about next fall, he'll be down to a reasonable number for that thing. Look at that interior. How do you even do that? It's like, I mean, whoever drove this must have been like a fucking chain-smoking painter with a fucking sticky snack food addiction. He says it's got some rust spots. So, like, what do you mean by that? Because I don't see any rust spots. And also, this is the state of Georgia, where normally if it has rust, that means that it came from the state of Minneapolis. Yeah, Cavalier. This is a Spotted Pony Court car. He's up on Spotted Pony Court. This guy, of every flipper I've ever seen on Craigslist, has the largest number of cars flipped to driveway square footage ratio. Like, look at it. Like, this guy, I swear, at any given time, he's got 15 cars for sale on Craigslist. And look at his driveway. His driveway, like, you put one Cavalier on it, and it's 50% depleted. Is 50% occupancy rating with one two-door Cavalier. I had a roommate with one of these. It was a manual, and he had bought it brand new. 389 Peterbilt. This could be a new daily for my brother-in-law. I don't know. I think he'd fit in that. Maybe. You might have to widen the doors a little bit. Dump truck. Slight tick. And he says it's got a 360, but it's a GMC. So, what is that about? Because what is a GMC 360? I mean, that I guess looks like just kind of a garden variety Chevy small block, right? But what is a 360? What is a 360? Did GMC have some kind of a 360 in 19 something? What's that song? It was 19 something. That's what this. That's the year that this truck is from. But look at it's got some 5-speed manual transmission. It's got a transmission with a thing on it, which leads me to believe it's like a two-speed unit that adds speeds or something, or maybe takes them away. I'm not sure how that. I'm not a real trucker. Ideal for repair enthusiasts. Yes, for all your work enthusiasts, for all your chore enthusiasts. For all of your hard labor enthusiasts, I've been looking for you my whole life. Ideal for repair enthusiasts. I don't know if it needs to be repaired. I don't know if it needs to be repaired. I mean, it's a Jeep Renegade? He's got his zip ties on there. He's got actually that's 3 zip ties or 4. Anything more than 2 is what I consider a professional repair. Don't need to sell, I just have other projects I need to finish. Will entertain reasonable offers. Other projects I need to finish. If I was ever like in charge of making the checklist that psychologists use to like ascertain a patient, or what's the word? Evaluate a patient upon entry to the clinic. $38.75 for this is the second Dakota of the day. It's the second QUADSLT Dakota of the day. There's a lot of QUADSLTs out there, but this one is like a third of the price of the other one. One of a kind, never seen another sport version like this truck. Well, I mean, that's maybe get your eyes checked, because unfortunately they do exist. I mean, 11 grand, let's be honest. You could pay way more for less square body. Solid front axle. And he says it's good and everything? I mean, 52,000 original low miles Carfax to prove, extended cab Dodge Ram. I like this. Why is it always the red ones that are cheap? Always the red ones that are cheap. Always the red ones. Beastly 5.9 Mopar power. And this is an Alpharetta? How is this not sold yet? How has this been on Craigslist for 2 whole days? And that's a long bed. Man. This thing visually is a lot for the eyeballs to process. It's a lot on the retinas, this one. It's really has a lot to offer. Cruise control, luggage rack, new tires, new brake pads, fresh oil change, normal wear and tear on exterior and interior, There are no 2004 vehicles under 100,000 miles. That's a bold statement. That's also like patently untrue. I will say this about this. This is about the best looking of all of these because I believe this is what they would have called a platinum edition. I think that's what that badge says on the side. It's a something edition. It's an edition of some kind. But the thing is, I will say this. I do like those wheels. And I'm not really one who says a lot of positive things about the Pathfinder because, I mean, obviously the Foreigner exists, but those alloys right there, those are sharp. Those are sharp. And that, I think that paint job is even kind of a pearlescent white. I know that white paint, and it's probably some of the better paint that this company was putting on these at this time. Those gauges almost kind of look a little bit like a Lexus knockoff. 3500 V6. Yeah. I wish him luck with that. I mean, yeah, it is a platinum. It says so. It's a platinum. 2013 Chrysler 200 in Stone Mountain. Nothing says Stone Mountain like Chrysler 200. Nothing says Chrysler 200 like Stone Mountain. Reliable, dependable, $2,500 Nissan Maxima. Another Maxima, tale of two Maximas, or Pathfinder, whatever they call these. Mechanically sound, new valve cover gaskets, fluids, filters, plugs. Body solid, nice. Clean title and emissions. Hate to sell, but need the money, have too many cars. Yeah. Do you really hate to sell this, though? So, we got through 3 pages. We're going to call that a day. Oh, Chrysler New Yorker Brougham. I can't believe this thing is still for sale. I first saw this on here a week ago. I think he says it runs, doesn't he? Runs with starting fluid sprayed in the carb. Yeah. Is this a hardtop? No, it's a post car. But this is original. This is all very original. It's not a rust bucket. Under the hood looks really nice. Under the hood's not even greasy. I mean, I'm at a loss for how this thing is still for sale. I like these. I really like the front ends on these. I mean, I like them. I like these as much as the GMs from this period. I don't like the Fords. I don't care about the Fords. It really, and you know that paint's original. You know that's original paint. You know, you can paint a car, but you can't ever paint a car factory paint, you know? It's only factory once. It is only factory once. Yeah. I like it. And then we have this Suburban that we saw before. What else do we have? Pathfinder. 2023 Civic. Yeah, hey, who wants a used Civic for $35,000? When you could have literally 15 of those Chrysler New Yorkers for the same price. Yeah? Who would take that deal? One random 4-cylinder rental car versus a field of 15 1972 Chrysler New Yorkers. I know which one I would choose.